Hi, friends. Today's lesson is a lesson about honesty. Hmm. The main character in the story, Louie, lies a lot in this story. So I want you to think of a time when you have lied and how that made you feel inside. I don't feel good inside when I lie. I feel pretty yucky inside when I lie. And so this story is about Louie lying, but taking ownership and apologizing. So, this story doesn't have pictures like our normal books that we read, but I'm going to tell the story and we're going to look at these jars while we tell the story. So, I'm going to move my camera down so you can see my jars. Okay, friends, here is the story about Louie. Louie and Junior live in the same neighborhood and ride the bus together each day. They're also in the same class. One morning on the way to school, Louie and Junior were throwing Junior's new bouncy ball back and forth on the bus. The bus driver saw them in the mirror. "Who's throwing that ball?" he asked. "Sorry, Mr. D, it was me," Junior said. The bus driver then asked, "Louie, were you throwing the ball too?" "No, sir, I wasn't throwing anything." Louie lied. I'm going to put a drop in the jar to show what it feels like when we lie. Okay, 2 drops went in the jar. "Put the ball away, Junior, and thanks for telling me the truth," Mr. D said. "It seems funny that no one else is admitting to throwing the ball with you," Mr. D said knowingly. "Do you think that Mr. D knows Louie's lying?" "I do too. He saw them in the mirror." Once the 2 boys arrived at school, Junior and Louie both lined up to get off. Louie started nudging the boy in front of him to hurry up. "Stop pushing," the little boy said loudly. "Are you pushing, Louie?" Mr. D asked. "No, it was an accident." Louie lied again. "It wasn't an accident," the little boy complained. Hmm, what makes something an accident? Did Louie push that little boy on purpose, or was it an accident? If he bumped into him, it would have been an accident. But Louie didn't bump into him. Louie pushed him. That was on purpose. Louie and Junior arrived at school. Louie noticed their teacher had left some of her treasure chest items on the back table. She must have forgotten about them. Louie said to Junior, "I have had my eye on that spin top for a while." Then Louie walked over and took the top off the table when no one else was looking. He quickly put it in his pocket. Junior couldn't believe he did it. A few moments later, his teacher turned around and saw that the top was missing. She asked the class if anyone knew where it went. "I have no idea where it went," Louie replied. Junior knew that Louie had taken the top, and he felt terrible about it. He didn't want to tell on his friend, but he hated the idea of hiding something from his teacher. Louie lied again. He took the top from his teacher and said he didn't know where it went. Louie is not feeling very good inside. Later, during the reading on the carpet, Louie was sitting next to his friend Lisa. Lisa asked him to scoot over because he was too close. Instead of scooting over, Louie decided to be silly, and he pinched her leg, but it was too hard. "Ouch," Lisa said. "What happened?" said their teacher, Miss Green. "Louie just pinched my leg," Lisa explained. "No, I didn't." "Louie lied." "Again?" "You did so," said Lisa. "Maybe both of you should go back to your seats," Miss Green said. Lisa's leg didn't hurt anymore, but she was very upset. She went to her desk and started to cry. Why do you think that Lisa is crying even though her leg doesn't hurt? Interesting. It was time to line up for lunch. Everyone went to get their backpacks. Louie noticed that Eric had a new lunchbox with Spider-Man on it. "Spider-Man is so stupid. Batman is so much better," Louie said. Eric made a face. "I really like my new lunchbox. My cousin gave it to me." "Well, it would be cool if it had Batman on it," Louie said. Eric started crying and walked to get in line. "What happened?" said Miss Green. "Louie said that Spider-Man was dumb and it hurt my feelings," Eric said. "No, I didn't." Louie lied again. "Are you sure?" said Miss Green. "Yes, I told him that I thought Spider-Man was cool and that his old lunchbox was not so nice." "Well, maybe it was a misunderstanding. Go ahead and line up." What do you think Louie's classmates are starting to think of him? I wonder. After lunch, the students went out for recess. Louie ran over to Junior to see if he wanted to play with the bouncy ball again. "No, thanks," Junior said. Louie saw the little boy from the bus playing with a soccer ball. "Can I join in?" Louie asked. "No way," the little boy answered. "You play too rough." Then Louie saw Lisa swinging. Louie grabbed the swing next to her and smiled. Lisa quickly got off the swing and went to play somewhere else. Louie looked over at Eric. Eric was on the monkey bars. Louie was really good at the monkey bars, so he ran over. "Look how good I can swing, Eric," said Louie. "I'm done with the monkey bars," Eric said, and he walked away too. Louie was left all alone. No one wanted to play with him. "What gives?" he thought. Then he remembered the top in his pocket. He pulled it out and spun it quietly on the blacktop. It wasn't very fun though to play by himself. Miss Green saw Louie and came over and said, "Louie, why are you so sad?" "No one will play with me," Louie said. Really? Said Miss Green. Why do you think that is? I don't know, Louie answered. Then Miss Green asked, Where did you get that top? Louie's face turned bright red. He had forgotten that he had stolen the top from Miss Green that morning. I got it from home, he said. Louie lied again. Miss Green said, Louie, I know that is a lie. You know, when you tell me a lie, it makes me not want to be around you. It's not fun being around people who are dishonest. Maybe you should think about that, Louie. Louie sat quietly and thought about how terrible he felt. It was recess, the best part of his day, but all he could think about was how yucky he felt inside. Look at this jar of how yucky Louie is feeling inside because he keeps telling lies. I know I have felt like that before when I lied. But, friends, the good news is we all make mistakes, but we can fix them. The way Louie can fix his mistake is by talking to the person that he lied to, saying sorry, and telling them that next time he will tell the truth. We can always fix our mistakes. So, the next morning, Louie got on the bus and he walked right up to Mr. D and said, Mr. D, may I talk to you? Well, of course, Louie, said Mr. D. And Louie said, I'm sorry for lying about throwing the ball on the bus. Next time, I will tell the truth. And do you know what Mr. D said? He said, It's okay to make mistakes. Thanks for telling me the truth. This, friends, is our truth juice. And I'm going to pour this truth juice into the jar where Louie's feeling yucky because now he's telling the truth and apologizing. Let's see if Louie starts to feel better. Next, Louie went up to the little boy he had been pushing, and he said, May I talk to you? I am sorry for pushing you on the bus. Next time, I will tell the truth and keep my hands to myself. And guess what the little boy said? It's okay to make mistakes, Louie. Thanks for telling me the truth. Wow. Louie told the truth again and apologized. It looks like he's starting to feel a little different inside. So Louie and Junior arrived at school. And he went straight up to his teacher, Miss Green, and said, Miss Green, may I talk to you? Of course, Louie, said Miss Green. And he apologized. He said, I am sorry that I took the top from your table and lied to you. Next time, I will not take things from you and I will tell you the truth. And guess what Miss Green said? You're right. She said, It's okay to make mistakes, Louie. Thanks for telling me the truth. Louie told the truth again and apologized. Next, Louie went up to Lisa and said, "Lisa, may I talk to you?" "Of course," said Lisa. And Louie said to Lisa, "Lisa, I am sorry that I pinched your leg and lied about it. Next time, I will keep my hands to myself and tell the truth." And I bet you know exactly what Lisa said. That's right, friends. She said, "It's okay to make mistakes, Louie. Thanks for telling the truth." Louie told the truth again and apologized. Wow, he is starting to feel a lot better inside. Next, Louie went up to Eric and said, "Eric, may I talk to you? I'm sorry that I said unkind words about your Spider-Man lunchbox. And I'm sorry I lied. Next time, I will use kind words and tell the truth." And guess what Eric said? Yep, he said, "It's okay to make mistakes, Louie. Thanks for telling me the truth." Wow. Louie is telling the truth and apologizing. He is feeling very different inside. Is he feeling as yucky as he was feeling before? I don't think he is either. That day at recess, Louie went outside. And what do you think happened this time? Do you think the friends did want to play with Louie or didn't want to play with Louie? That's right, friends. He had lots of invitations to play. Junior wanted to play with his bouncy ball. Lisa wanted to swing with him. The little boy from the bus invited him to play soccer. Eric even asked him if he wanted to swing on the monkey bars. So, friends, it is very important that we tell the truth. But are there times that we're going to make mistakes? Of course, everybody makes mistakes. But the good news about our mistakes is that we can always fix them by talking to our friends, taking ownership, and apologizing. And whenever we apologize, it means that we're going to try to do something different next time. So if I apologize for lying, it means next time I'm going to try to tell the truth. Okay, friends, so in your box, you're going to need your crayons and a pencil. In your envelope, you're going to find this paper with 2 jars. Okay, I'm going to lower my camera so you can see better. First, I'm going to write my name. Louie. When we're at school, we always write our names with our pencil. So make sure you write your name with your pencil. In this jar, friends, I'm going to draw what it felt like to lie inside. Do you remember what that yucky jar looked like? I'm going to find my black crayon. Nope, that's not my black crayon. There it is, my black crayon. Okay, I'm going to find my black crayon and I'm going to draw what happened in that jar. Oh, my crayon broke, but that's okay. I can save this bit and use the smaller piece. I think that's what my jar looked like. The jar looked like when Louie was not being honest and lying. I know when I lie, it makes my stomach hurt and I feel yucky inside. I wonder if you feel that way sometimes. Now, in this jar, I am going to draw what happens how I feel when I tell the truth and apologize and take ownership. When I tell the truth or take ownership and apologize, I feel very light and I feel happy inside. So I'm going to color with my favorite color, green. I think I'm going to add some red hearts. Your picture will probably look different from mine about how you feel when you're honest and tell the truth or apologize and take ownership. You might show your feelings with lots of different colors or different pictures. I'm going to use a little bit of yellow like a firework because I feel very bright and excited when I tell the truth or take ownership and apologize. Okay. I'm going to bring out that jar again. Wow, it really cleared up when Louie started to be honest and take ownership. Remember how when he was lying, he felt so yucky inside? And then he told the truth and took ownership, and he felt very different. And his friends felt very different about him, too. Okay, thanks for joining my lessons, friends. Remember to be honest, and if you make mistakes, it's okay. Take ownership and apologize. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye, friends.